Hello my friends, hello friends of elevation out there in the world. I want to share with you a very beautiful thing that happened as part of our online Growing Elevation Tribe community this week. There's a wonderful woman in our program who is actually a teacher at a Jewish day school, a religious day school in America. And after learning with us for the last couple of months, she had the courage and perhaps the vision to walk into a class of girls in seminary in the late teens. And she asked them a question. You know, this week is CHANUKAH, Ner Hashem Nishmas Adam. The candle of God is the soul of man, the soul of all of us. That there's a light within us, which is truly a light, which is we're supposed to turn on and then shine out to the world. And this is a very beautiful metaphor through our actions or beliefs. We shine a light into the world. But in the mystical writings for 4,000 years, we had a deeper meaning of that the consciousness within us is a divine consciousness. And when we can turn that on, that's something we can experience directly. We got transformed through that light, and we can literally shine that light of our consciousness out to affect others. These are the kind of things that we discuss in the program, we learn to do practically, experientially in the program. But it's one thing when a person learns to do it themselves, which thank God people are doing each week. Is another thing when they have the courage to empower others. So this week, this wonderful woman stepped into a classroom who's a teacher, and she asked these girls, religious girls being brought up all their life, who in this room feels that they know how to connect to their soul, at will in a moment, and in that moment actually feel Hashem, feel God. It's a very weird question to ask some people, and in this religious school, it's a pretty uncommon question. She said a few hands went up, an absolute minority. And she then proceeded to teach them techniques we've learned in elevation. And in a smart way, she said she took out the terminology and the sophisticated language that the mystics use and brought it down into a basic level experience. She asked them just to sit up straight. She asked them to spend about 30 seconds watching thoughts passing through their mind and not identifying with them. She asked them to sit in that still place and taught them how to pull back into the soul within them. She said they all sat there quietly in a still place for only a few seconds after that. After which, after a few minutes, she asked them to open their eyes. And she said, who now can feel God and experience the soul? And she said, every hand in the class went up. That's a remarkable thing to happen in the world. That is a profound core teaching of so much of our tradition. If we have religious teachings and religious value, but we don't know how to access religious inner connection and direct experience, then it's not enough what we have. And sometimes religious teachings can become corrupted because they're not built on a true sense of true spiritual connection. But when put together, that's something extraordinary. This woman, through learning with us for only a few weeks, has been able to learn and understand this so much she could share it to others. And now there's a discussion happening with a number of educators in Toronto and New York, and in different locations about bringing this to Jewish schools and bringing this to schools around the world. This is just one of the breakthroughs that happen each week in the Elevation Mastery Program. We have people overcoming tremendous blocks and fears of doubts, learning how to use their mind, their focus, their sense of mastery, to turn on spiritual connection, to develop, intuitive, for lack of a better term, psychic ability, what's called Ruach HaKodesh Ma'at, to get insight and wisdom and very extraordinary things. It's an honor to be a part of this community. It's an honor to be building this community right now. I want you to know we have over 1,000 people who are a part of our online community as part of the foundation series who are watching that. We have about 150 people in the core working together each week, program called the Elevation Mastery Program. And this is simply in the name of CHANUKAH, and the time where we're supposed to turn on our light within, an invitation to come and join us. We are so electrified and excited about what we're teaching. It's an overused word, but it really is something next level and profound for religious, for secular, for Jew, for non-Jew. And we want you to all have that opportunity to come and see what we're doing, just to get what we're doing, to see how profound it is and join us and teaching on learning those teachings, to making those, allowing ourselves to have those breakthroughs to empower others in our community to do that and to begin to share that with our families, to increase our relationships, our communities, and to better the world. To make it easy for you, to make it a no-brainer for you. I've been advised by our staff that we're setting up a special CHANUKAH discount until literally the last day of CHANUKAH. We're offering 50% off if you sign up and subscribe for either the main subscription or the premium subscription, that's 50% off the first month. That's a saving of, I don't know, $20, $30, $40. Someone's nodding at me, something like that. You'll check that out. Of over $100 for the premium subscription. This is a chance that you can come in and you can spend a few weeks seeing what we're doing, seeing how cool, awesome, beautiful, and truly transformative. These are highly overused words that I feel like a used car salesman saying, but what's really happening lives up to those words and much more, and we want you to know and experience that for yourself. Yes, you can cancel at any time. That means if you're really, really like Scrooge McDuck, you can literally come in, save all that money, cram the videos, and get out and cancel your subscription. You're welcome to, and then I hope you'll get value from that, and I hope you get value by realizing there's so much more to learn and grow with that community. This is an invitation. If you want to sign up, go to elevationmastery.com, elevationmasteryprogram.com. Select either the main or premium subscription. When it says that there's a code, you can enter Elevate CHANUKAH. That's the code. It runs out at the end of CHANUKAH. Elevate CHANUKAH. How do we spell CHANUKAH? Well, we should have entered all the different shitas, all different approaches. I believe we do it. Someone can shoot me down if I get this wrong. CHANUKAH. I'm getting thumbs up from the guy with the camera. Elevate CHANUKAH, and you enter that in, 50% discount for the first month. We would love to have you with us. I believe with all my heart you will be amazed and surprised and joyful when you find out what's happening in the inside. But I hope you will not take my word for it and come and find out for yourself. May you be blessed to have a wonderful, holy, happy CHANUKAH. May you be blessed to find and discover the true light and candle you have within, and turn that on and shine that divinity out to the whole of the world. Be blessed.